Welcome back to the Psychology of Investing podcast, where we explore why your greatest investment advantage or your biggest financial enemy often lives inside your own mind. Today's topic is incredibly important because it's silently costing millions of people money every year. Why does confirmation bias make smart investors do surprisingly irrational things? And how can we stop it before it damages our wealth?
That's a fantastic question because confirmation bias doesn't just affect beginners, it affects everyone. In fact, the more confident you become, the more dangerous it can be. Imagine buying shares of a company because you're convinced it's the next big success. From that moment on, your brain quietly changes jobs. Instead of searching for the truth, it starts acting like your personal lawyer, collecting only evidence that proves you were right, while dismissing everything that suggests you might be wrong. That's confirmation bias. Think about this. If you believe the housing market will always rise, every positive headline reinforces your confidence. But warnings about rising debt or slowing demand, your brain labels them as fear or negativity. The problem isn't a lack of information, it's selective attention. Social media has made this even worse. The algorithms quickly learn what you already believe and keep feeding you similar opinions. Before long, you're living in an echo chamber where everyone seems to agree with you. It feels reassuring, but certainty is often the enemy of good investing. History gives us expensive reminders. During the dot-com bubble, countless investors ignored obvious signs that many internet companies had little or no profits because every exciting headline confirmed their belief that technology stocks could only go higher. Years later, many made the same mistake during cryptocurrency manias and speculative meme stock rallies. The lesson wasn't that technology or crypto were bad investments. The lesson was that ignoring contradictory evidence can become incredibly costly. One habit separates exceptional investors from average ones. They actively search for reasons they're wrong. Charlie Munger once said that if you don't know the arguments against your own position better than the people making them, you don't really understand your investment. I encourage investors to ask one simple question before every major decision. What evidence would change my mind? If you can't answer that, you're probably protecting your ego instead of protecting your portfolio. Another powerful habit is keeping an investment journal. Write down exactly why you bought an investment, what assumptions you're making, and what events would convince you to sell. Months later, revisit those notes. You'll quickly discover whether you're following facts or simply defending an old opinion. Remember, the stock market doesn't reward certainty, it rewards adaptability. Markets evolve, businesses change, economies shift, and new information appears every day. Your willingness to update your beliefs is often more valuable than being right the first time. The wealthiest long-term investors aren't those who always predict the future correctly, they're the ones humble enough to admit when reality disagrees with them, and disciplined enough to act on that new reality. That's where real financial confidence comes from.
What a powerful reminder that investing isn't just about picking great assets, it's about mastering your own mind. If today's conversation challenged the way you think, give this video a like, subscribe for more Psychology of Investing episodes, and share it with someone who invests. In the comments, tell us, have you ever ignored evidence because it challenged an investment you believed in? We'll see you in the next episode.